I just watched Gunga Din from 1939. Cary Grant, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., and Victor McLagan. They're just men, and they're awesome, and they're two are handsome and one's tough, and they fight, and they do all this fun stuff. And you also have Gunga Din. This is an odd thing where you have the least interesting main character in the movie is the guy whose name is the title. And I'm trying to think of another movie that does this.
Does it have to be the title character?
Oh, title? Yeah, it doesn't have to be the title character, no.
What about something like Being There?
But that's the entire point of Being There.
But you could say that all the other characters are more interesting than Chance the Gardener. Or maybe you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I think that Chance is very fascinating. But,
Terry Southern didn't write that, did he?
No, that was Patty Chayefsky. No, yeah, that was Patty Chayefsky, yeah.
Who directed it?
That was directed by, guy who did Harold and Maude.
Yeah.
The Great Casualty. Harold and Maude, directed by...
What the hell's his name? We're both racing towards it.
Yeah, it's like he did all...
The Last Detail.
He did, like, he won an Oscar, didn't he? For...
Hal Ashby.
Hal Ashby, yeah.
Woo, I won.
Woo!
I broke the tape. It's unboxing time. Thanks for joining us. We're going to open our mail. Our mail is so big it obscures Craig's face. And we're, of course, going to thank our donors, people who go to welcometothebasementshow.com and contribute. If you become a contributor to our show, you'll get to hear your name on this show.
People such as Melanie, Andrew, Brian, Kelsey, Alexander, Michael, John, James, Alfred, Patrick, Shelby, Zachary, Lindsay, Anthony, David, Abraham, Andrea, Martha, Jack, Isaac, and Jason, who says, "Keep up the good work, boys."
Elizabeth, Thomas, Eric, Kempson, Stephanie, Brian, Grant, Kyle, Dan, Rebecca, Robert Graham, Kendall, Corey, Danielle, Sasha, who says Martyrs, seen it. Nope, and it's not going to happen. Jacob, Lewis, Kenny, Maurizio, Joe, Emily, and Stefan. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Martyrs, too intense.
Is this Villanueva?
I don't know who made it. Too dark. Too nihilistic. Can't do it. And now, dispatches from my now defunct MySpace blog. Got a short one today. This entry is about Tona.
Oh, I know her.
September 29th, 2006. Tona, my lovely wife, who is known for, among other things, her sense of humor and her kind and gentle disposition, has recently been moving into edgier comedy material. There is a blanket on the back of our couch that our cat Tiger likes to lay on. We didn't name her. I always feel the need to say this because Tiger is such an obvious cat name. This morning there was a coat hanger sitting on the pillow, so I picked it up and said, we probably shouldn't leave this on Tiger's bed. Tona pipes up, yeah, Tiger might jump up there and accidentally give herself an abortion. This is funny on several levels. 1, and I'm purposely counting like Wings Hauser from Tough Guys Don't Dance. Why would a cat give itself an abortion? 2, how does anybody accidentally give themselves an abortion with a coat hanger, much less a cat? 3, Tiger is not pregnant. 4, Tiger has been spayed. Hopefully I will get to share more of Tona's new act soon. Tiger, we miss her.
Tiger.
Wonder Woman. Pew, pew. What they're doing here is pretty cool.
Johnny Law. Watch out for Johnny Law.
Good night, Alfie.
The ship is covered in shag carpeting, and she lays on the plastic sheet.
It's obvious why she was chosen for this mission and why she's such a great space explorer. She just, like, does this all the time.
You don't even know my psychocardiogram.
Huh? I only know about my furry bulge.
Hey, how you doing? Hi, Barbarella. I'm a Muppet.
How could I dream this?
I don't know, knockoff Burt Bacharach.
Only in Sogo will you find the answer.
Sogo?
It's just beyond that ice thick.
So go that way, and you'll find it.
The life of Sogo is too strict, and the people too dedicated.
They call it Sogo because it's south of Gauston. It's a very trendy part of the planet. Barbarella! Ricola! Professor Ping, have you ever encountered a wind so strong that it was very difficult to walk against it? Has that ever happened to you, Professor Ping? And now it's time for the Merv Griffin Show.
That screaming. A good many dramatic situations begin with screaming.
Long live the revolution.
Blood retro Earth girl.
Laundry the big chicleta.
Positronic Ray in the 60s, as far as I know, was Ray Manzarek. It should have spun around and been like, all right, I'm gonna just hop on the organ.
Play two organs at once.
Can I do a package, Matt?
Yes.
All right. It's from Darkstone Entertainment.
Oh, I know what this is.
All right. Is it? Oh, no.
This is a movie that I'm in.
Plan 9, but not that Plan 9. Here you go.
Plan 9, the remake. I'm in this movie. Damn it. Aaron made it to the back of the box and I didn't. Aaron, Jan, and I are both in this movie. This was a remake of Plan 9 from Outer Space. And we shot this years ago, and here are the DVDs to prove it. Hey, amigo, I wanted to give you and Aaron a copy of that crazy flick we made. Hope you enjoyed the flick extras and Easter egg hidden on the disc. Been watching your shows and love the goodies. Welcome to the Basement has opened my eyes to a few classics that in study should hopefully make this old hack a little better at his craft. Oh, Johnny, don't say it. Don't say that about yourself. Tell Craig I like the cut of his jib and would love to work with him one day. Cheers, and thank you and Aaron for making my movie better. John Johnson, Darkstone Entertainment. No problem, Johnny.
From your fellow Johnson, I've been working on my jib for a long time. If you need it, let me know.
And now, viewer questions.
Steve Fitch asks, my wife has never really been interested in older films. What movie would you suggest I watch with her that might interest her in older films?
I'm not exactly sure what you mean by older films. I'm assuming black and white films. I would say a good screwball comedy is probably a good starting place. Movies like His Girl Friday, Bringing Up Baby, they still hold up and they're still very funny.
I would suggest another movie that's kind of a screwball comedy. It Happened One Night. It's got Claudette Colbert, who's adorable, Clark Gable, who's ruggedly attractive. It is the prototype of romantic comedies. Also the first movie to sweep the Oscars, getting the Big Five back in 1934.
As Lib77 writes, there are great bad movies, Dumb and Dumber, in my opinion, but I don't think there are any bad great movies. Discuss. I can think of two.
Go ahead.
Well, one of them we've already talked about on this show, and that is the 2015 Taiwanese film, The Assassin. A bad, great movie.
I think if you look at movies that way, bad, great movies are the ones, like the foreign movies or the art movies, which are aesthetically ideal, but are so boring it turns people off from watching foreign movies or art movies. The Assassin is a prime example of that.
Yeah, beautiful cinematography, beautiful period detail, but you better have a pot of black coffee with you if you're going to watch that thing, because it will put your ass to sleep.
Pour it directly into your eyes.
And another bad, great movie would be Birth of a Nation.
Yes.
So innovative and so unwatchable.
Yeah, if there's one thing that makes a good movie bad, it's time.
It's not just the racism in Birth of a Nation, but all the characters are so two-dimensional. They may as well just be cardboard cutouts walking around on the screen. Like, there's nothing compelling about the acting or the characters in this story.
But there are a lot of older movies that do have this kind of burden of racism or sexism or homophobia in it. What makes it the worst of all is when someone thinks, I'm going to make a movie to show how not racist, sexist, or homophobic I am. And then you get something like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and that movie was horrible. Oh, we were going to solve racism. And speeches and... Jesus Christ, I hate that movie.
And now, the Hard Ticket Report. My quest to watch all 12 of these movies by breast-obsessed filmmaker Andy Sedaris in 2017 continues.
Which one are we on?
We are on number 6. I'm halfway through this.
Oh, yeah.
Do or Die. Eric Estrada is back. This time he gets to play a good guy. And playing the bad guy, Kane, is none other than the Karate Kid's own Pat Morita.
Really?
Kane decides that Donna and Nicole have been making too much trouble for his criminal organization, and he is going to hunt them down like the dangerous game that they are, using 6 teams of assassins.
6?
Have you ever wanted to see Pat Morita have sex?
No, of course not.
Well, you get to see it in this movie.
You do.
He truly did it all for the glory of love. Here's a little example of Mr. Morita's pillow talk. You will feel a great self-awareness between the parts I touch and the spirit of your gorgeous body. You have to imagine Mr. Miyagi saying this while he's straddling and rubbing a nude woman. Wax on, wax off, indeed. The character Kane has a few other head scratchers for you. You will know all you need to know about me by game's end. Or perhaps you will learn more than you need to know if you die before the game ends.
Well, you know, I get it. I just can't explain it.
In the game of death, the risk tolerance is human life. But it's not all overwritten pseudo-philosophy. We get some of those great old Andy Sedaris lines that we've loved for so long, such as, "I'm gonna blow her tits off."
I have lots of things to say about this. First off, Pat Morita was nominated for an Oscar. Best Supporting Actor, Karate Kid, 1980, whatever.
Okay, let's open some packages.
Okay.
This is from our buddy Dustin over there in Ole, Washington.
This is from Kevin in Daly City, California, where they have a city every day.
What do we got there? Comic books?
We have comic books. Bushido Blade of Zatoichi. But in this, Zatoichi is a walrus.
The hell?
Look closer, my friend.
Zatoichi Walrus.
Cuckoo Cachoo.
Thanks, Kevin. Now I'm going to find out what's in this big box. So this package has records in it. Some stuff I think is good. So there. Ooh, there's a storm coming. I can hear it. We got a little bit of Oingo Boingo.
It's a dead man's party.
Pinhead Gunpowder.
Never heard of it.
Oh, I've heard of these guys, Angry Samoans.
No?
That's like some hardcore, I think.
Oh,
This is one of my favorites.
Wisconsin's own.
Yeah.
This album should be called Greatest Hits Volume 1. Not one track on this album is bad. The
Not
Violent
one.
Femmes.
Not one.
Self-titled debut album, 1982.
Wow. There. Oh, I have this on CD. Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros.
Nice.
Rock Hard and the Extra Style. This is a really good solo album.
Joe Strummer of The Clash.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh!
Dustin, you're killing me, man. Oh, just like the Ramones sang.
Bonzo does go to Bitburg.
This is one of my favorite late period Ramones songs.
A protest song from the Ramones of all people.
Holy cow. Dustin.
Well, it's been a long time since I've been to Olympia, but it's good to know that it is still maybe the coolest place in America.
We had a great time unboxing. You can watch the next episode of Welcome to the Basement this coming Friday and the next unboxing the Friday after that. We will see you then, and now this.
The birds, give it to the birds.
Here's another thing that's going to happen in the movie. The birds are going to happen now.
Alfred Hitchcock is calling his lawyer. That actually didn't happen. Alfred Hitchcock wouldn't be caught dead watching this turkey.